Hey. Yo, welcome back. Another episode of Nothing Nice. Yo, what's up? Nothing Nice. Breathe out, boy.
Let me find out.
And we are in the mix.
Man.
Listen, I thought about it for a second. Yo, as you see, we pretty live right now because football is back.
Yes, sir.
The NFL is here. We back. As you see, I got my boys repping. 216. Shout out to the Browns.
If I knew this was what the case was, I would have threw on some Texas apparel, some Houston Texas.
Hey,
apparel.
you don't support your boys. You should have already had that in the works. You knew football season was starting, like I knew football season was starting. So it's whatever. So anyway, y'all, I got my brother here. What's good, man?
What's going on, man?
Y'all, my brother Mook's not here today, but he'll be here next week.
He's here in spirit.
Yeah, he'll be in the comments and everything, disagreeing and saying whatever. And then I'll just remind him he's from Mississippi, which they call the SIP. I'll just remind him they don't have an NFL team.
Oh man,
because he's gonna find a way to try to talk about trash. Maybe this week, next week he'll probably be a Titans fan. Then he might be an Eagles fan. You know, it goes like that. He says I go by player, but I mean he doesn't really have a choice because they don't have an NFL team.
I feel him. He go with the player that
fair weather. Whichever way the wind's blowing, he's like, oh, okay, that team looks good. Hey, is your bandwagon full? Hey. All right, so let's get into it. We got the NFL season starting. We're gonna throw out some predictions. We're gonna talk about some teams, break it down, what we think. Also, we may have a couple people join us later on. We'll see how it goes. All right, so first and foremost, we're gonna start with the Kansas City Chiefs. Won the Super Bowl back to back. What are your expectations for them coming into this year?
To be back where they were at, honestly.
Going back to the Super Bowl?
I mean that's the expectation.
Okay.
I think there's going to be a lot of resistance this year.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of resistance with the Texans being a team to compete with them. The Ravens as well. What the Bills will be able to do is to be determined. You got to see what the rookies can do. You got to see how. 17 does without 14.
Right.
You know, you got to also factor in what the Titans, what the Steelers are gonna look like as well. It's just a lot of things to kind of factor in regards to it, but I think that's what the goal is. I feel like he'll be met with some resistance with C.J. Stroud, me personally, but I feel like that's the goal, is Super Bowl.
Okay, so expectation for them to get back to the Super Bowl. I could definitely agree with that. I feel like, and this is just me, and you can tell me what you think about this.
All right, let's get it.
KC, and this isn't my pick for the Super Bowl. This is just me laying out what they've done so far and what they have the potential to do. Mm-hmm. They have the potential to three-peat. If they three-peat, is the first team in NFL history to ever do so. I feel as if they three-peat, Patrick Mahomes automatically becomes the number one quarterback all time.
No.
And I said that before because of this, and I'll give you a chance to respond to it. He has regular season MVPs. He has all the Super Bowl MVPs for they won. That's going to be 3 Super Bowls in a row, 3 Super Bowl MVPs in a row, assuming that he is the MVP of said Super Bowl if that happens. So that's like 4 Super Bowls in 7 years. Like nobody's done that. Nobody. Like that's unheard of. Like he could literally stop it. He could stop his career today and he's a Hall of Famer.
Oh, for sure.
But that just like propels him and pushes him past everybody else. So why would you say no, he wouldn't be in the event that happens?
The reason why I say no is because you still got work to put in. I think that in regards to like obtaining success early in your career, I think that people don't put a microscope on like what you actually did. Like, yeah, you got your Super Bowls, Yeah, you did this. Yeah, you did that. All right, well, let's take a look at them passing yards. Let's take a look at the TD to interception ratio. Let's look at.
But those are all great.
I understand, but I'm saying we have NFL Hall of Famers with 100,000 passing yards. I'm not going to look at a guy that just, what is he, about 29,000 passing yards?
Yeah,
I'm not
28.
going to look at a guy that has 29,000 passing yards and say he's the GOAT. It has to be an overwhelming factor of things that you've accomplished that's like not only in your field or not only in your era, but eras that precede you. They couldn't do what you did.
But that's literally what he would be doing. If you get 3 Super Bowls, first of all, there aren't a lot of quarterbacks that have 3 Super Bowls.
Football is the ultimate team sport.
100%.
There's no way that Patrick Mahomes is winning these Super Bowls by himself.
No, for sure.
He's probably
because he doesn't play defense.
He's the standout guy in these Super Bowls that are being won. Yes, but he's a good reason for why they're winning. But he's not the only reason why they're winning.
No, definitely.
The way so it's
in
like,
the playoffs, the way the defense came alive in the playoffs last year was amazing.
Yeah.
But offensively, let's not forget, like, we're not gonna just rewrite history. The team that he took to the Super Bowl offensively had the most drops in league history. So for them to have the most drops, and he had to basically refigure how he was going to run his plays because the guys would get open, because he had some guys who were fast on that team, but they couldn't catch the ball. Yeah. They could beat you in the race, but they can't pull the ball into the chest. So that was a huge problem. So he had to figure out how to make it work to say, okay, I'm gonna give them, like, hit them dead in the chest with it on the run, sidearm, whatever, flick it behind my back, under my leg, 360, whatever the case may be, for you to catch it. And we just gonna keep figuring it out. I'll run even though I'm not a runner.
They in the NFL, so hearing that a professional wide receiver can't catch the ball, I'm not really trying to. That doesn't like move the needle for me. In regards of
historically
his greatness or lack thereof. That's like me talking about, remember the Super Bowl where everybody was dropping passes and Tom Brady couldn't get it done because everybody was dropping passes? It's not to think about, because at the end of the day, like, they're all professionals. You got to know, it's their job to know how to catch the ball. So I'm not about to sit here and praise.
But to win in spite of that. Not lose. You said when Tom Brady lost. And this is throughout the season. This was something that was historically bad. So to win a Super Bowl in spite of that shows how great you are. This was like one of his worst. Last year was one of his worst years, which was still some of, like, other players, the best year they would have ever had in their career. See Dak Prescott.
But no, Dak Prescott, I'm not going to lie to you. Dak Prescott is this generation's Peyton Manning.
That's disrespectful.
No. A poor man's version, of course.
You can't get him much poorer.
No. Stop. Hey, preseason. I'm not preseason. Regular season. He's a monster. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's a monster.
He's everything you would want in a quarterback.
Everything you need in a quarterback.
Yeah.
That's him. For sure.
But you turn the lights up, his eyes get little.
Yeah. Hey man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I told you before we started filming that, man, I went to the Texans and Chargers game.
Right.
I had the pleasure of being on the field. I don't know what type of cameras, I don't know what type of lighting, I don't know what type of sun that they got going on. NFL is different. I don't know. It's $1 billion industry, so I don't know. But boy, that HD is HD, boy. Like, it is high definition. So like, things are just a little bit more brighter on that field. Maybe it's the color of the grass. I don't know.
That's why.
But it just looks more defined. Like, it just looks more defined. So I could understand them bright lights being an issue for certain people. But I can't overly praise you for doing your job because it's your job. So, like, I mean, overcoming the obstacle is a plus. You know what I'm saying? Just like making it to the Super Bowl is a plus. You feel me? But at the same time, it's your job. So everything that you're praising them for is why they gave him $500 million. You know what I'm saying? So, we gotta. For me, I gotta see where that cement dries at, and the things that you can control that make you. I gotta see what you do that across the field.
He's already done that. I could understand if he did it one time or 2 times. But this man
If
is
you're talking about the Super Bowl,
this man's a repeat offender. This man shows up and shows out.
he does.
What are you looking for? Like,
I told you
what
already.
more do you like? You're looking for longevity.
Yes.
But you can't ask for somebody who's only played 7 years.
But you can't ask a guy that's 7 years
But
to go.
here's my problem. Here's my thing though. If you play 20 years and I play 7 years, and the reason we play football is to win and win Super Bowls, and I'm able to do that better than you, like on a higher scale, faster.
More.
Yeah, if I'm able
You can't
to
do it better.
I mean, you can. I mean, not win. Yes, actually, you can because it's a difference of.
Are you talking about like a score from a scoring standpoint?
Yeah, it's a difference of like Deion Branch being the Super Bowl MVP.
No, stop it.
Or
Stop
you
it,
being
stop
the
it, stop
Super
it, stop
Bowl.
it.
Or Julian Edelman being the
Stop
Super Bowl
it.
MVP.
I think that was what
Or you
I think that
being-
was politics in regards to Deion Branch winning it. Although he did have a monster year, I'm only comparing that
No, I was
to
gonna say,
when
yeah,
Joe
he was
Flacco
bad.
won MVP and Jones.
Jacoby, rest in peace.
R.I.P. When Jacoby
Sure.
Jones played out of his mind that
See,
that game.
that
Now that's what I'm saying. It's just politics.
that one was politics because Jacoby was killing.
Yeah.
He
deserved that Cadillac
cooking
that
it.
year.
Like I can understand why
Did
they
they still
gave.
the Cadillac that year? Around that time? They still giving
Were
up
they
the...
doing it? I don't know what they were giving at that time. That was so long
You know,
ago.
Deion Branch got the caddy. Yes, yeah.
It could have been a Lincoln or I don't know what.
It's probably a kid.
Low key, cause hey,
was a Kia.
the Kias came up in the world. I'm not gonna
I
lie to
ain't gonna
you.
lie to you,
Those new
boy.
Kias, they look tough.
I ain't about to go ahead and give them no shout outs or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But they got a nice little sedan. I ain't gonna say the name of it.
Yeah, and I saw a green one on the road the other day. And I was like, that's clean. However, Pat has shown like the thing that they knocked Peyton Manning for years about not being able to get it done. That hasn't been Pat's experience. We saw Drew Brees not be able to get back to the game.
But you know the
We've seen
difference?
Pat be able to do it. We've seen Aaron Rodgers, who they call one of the best quarterbacks ever, the best thrower of the ball, etc. All that stuff. But you know what we do see? We see Pat being able to make crazy throws and get it done.
I think if we talk about best 10-year start of NFL history,
Oh, that's not even close.
then yeah, for sure.
That's not even close.
But if you want to
when
tell
that
me,
best 10-year start is better than some guys' careers,
no, that usually is the case.
like,
That's usually the case.
Like it's like your whole career. It's like at the end of your career, I won a Super Bowl. I got a Super Bowl MVP. I had some regular season.
That's usually
MVPs.
the case.
And then you look to the right at this guy who's been playing less than 10 years. Who's like, oh, that's what's up. I got all that stuff, but and more.
Yeah.
Like.
That just makes him
what is
better
it? We
than
can
that
go band
person.
for band. We go
That
end for
just
end.
makes him better than that person. But the person that you're talking about, whoever that person is not
Because the only
not
competition
who you consider a top 5 quarterback.
Yeah, I mean the only competition for Pat for me is Tom Brady.
That's wild.
That's the only guy who can be in front of him to me.
I hear you.
Because okay, if you said Montana, we can have that discussion. My only thing with Montana is he did have Jerry Rice, who has all the wide receiver stats that you could ever have.
But Jerry Rice might be the best wide receiver in NFL history, but he's not because he was bigger, stronger, faster than everybody. He was just a cold wide receiver.
So, I mean, for sure, Jerry Rice wasn't the fastest, the tallest, didn't jump the highest. He was able to kill you with route running.
Yeah.
He was able to cook you with route running. He was able to cook you.
Now, he was still fast, but he wasn't like
he was in game fast. That's
he wasn't blazing speed.
Because it's like you have those guys who run fast 40s.
Yeah.
And then you guys have those guys.
A faster.
Or you guys have the guys who's like, when I put the pads on and all things are, within the game, for some reason I'll just keep running by you. Mm-hmm. And there's not much you can do about it.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of who Jerry was as well. But I mean, Pat really doesn't have a Jerry. Nobody has a Jerry. Jerry's only Jerry.
Okay.
So that's why I'm leaving him out. And then
I'm gonna say this.
But then also for Tom Brady, because Tom Brady he has 7 rings. He was the MVP of 5 of the 7. The Super Bowl MVP of 5 of the 7.
What other MVP was there?
Julian Edelman has one.
He does have one.
Julian Edelman has one. Branch has one.
That's it.
Yeah, so I think it's 5 or 7. It might be 4, but I think it's 5.
You sure Julian Edelman has one? I would be hard pressed to.
I think he got the last one for the Patriots.
Nah, that was Tom Brady that got that one. That one was Brady versus Atlanta.
You said Brady versus Atlanta?
Yeah.
Well, okay, which one was the one against the Rams? Because that would have been the last one. Yeah, Julian Edelman, 2018. That was Julian Edelman.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, so
I had to put on my Deacon cap because I was like, yeah, they did see the Rams.
As a matter of fact, Tom Brady has 3.
Super Bowl MVPs?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, he has it in 2014, 2016, and 2020. Those are the ones that he has. Other years, it was a
2014?
Yeah, 2014.
He ain't win MVP in 03? Or 04?
Oh, I'm sorry, he did win in 03, so that's 4. My apologies. Yeah, that's 4. So he has 4. Right now, Pat's at 3. So you mean...
I'm not counting that.
What aren't you counting?
No. What I'm saying is I'm not counting the Super Bowl MVPs. I'm not doing that because I'm not doing that for the standpoint of he's still got a long way to go. He's about to lose his best receiver he's ever had in Travis Kelce.
He already lost that with Tyreek Hill.
No.
Tyreek Hill's a better
reception guy, I guess. The person that catches the ball. I know the receiver and tight end line is
that still would have been Tyreek Hill.
No, it's not.
You don't remember, and this is going back to last season. You don't remember what Tyreek Hill did to the league last year with Tua?
Yeah, but that's because Tua has, I would say, in my estimation, has more deep ball accuracy than.
That's crazy. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
It's just in my estimation.
Absolutely not.
I mean, I don't have no real proof of that.
Well, I'll get the numbers and
I don't have no real proof of that outside of what you call it.
Outside of what? Eye test.
Outside of Tyreek Hill.
What do you mean?
I'm saying Tua also has Jalen Waddle and he's finest.
That's crazy. So here's what I'll say about that. Tyreek and Waddle can catch. The dudes that Pat was throwing to last year.
Okay, he was comparing it to last year.
He was hitting them in the hands with the ball.
No.
That was literally the game.
Valdez-Scantling can't catch.
Neither could what's his name?
He can't catch.
Tony
Who? Oh no, they had to incorporate somebody else because that's how bad.
But he was fast too. But he also couldn't catch. The wide receiver core last year was horrible.
But I think they did that. I think they did that because it was. I think it was a. Boy, I can't even think of what this is called. Finances.
Oh, why they let him go?
Why they let Tyreek go and did not get anybody to replace him?
Yeah, no.
But what's the word?
Well, I don't think the cap.
Salary cap.
So I don't
know why I couldn't think of that.
I mean, yes for Tyreek, but as far as replacing him, I don't know who they would have replaced him with.
They tried with Juju.
At the time.
No, I'm saying they tried with Juju.
Yes.
And,
however,
and I just don't feel like they was willing to pay.
And he won, but
I don't feel like they was willing to pay anybody. But
you know when you do that? You do that when you're like, the quarterback will make it work. He'll figure it out.
Yeah, he's not.
You don't do that with him.
He's not the only quarterback that
just say figure it out with.
That is elite that they tried to make figure it out.
The only two
they're making. Let me.
The only two quarterbacks I could really
say something stupid.
The only two quarterbacks I could really that I've really seen them be like, hey, he's that great. He'll just figure it out. Cool. It's him. Tom Brady has done that a lot.
Several times.
Yeah, where they've given him just guys and be like, practice starts at 6. And don't be late. So those two guys and I'll say that's it because
second
Javonte proved himself early. Giants, they had Plaxico, and the second one.
But did Plaxico play in that Super Bowl?
Yeah.
The second one.
Oh, he played in the first one. The second one was the
Cheddar Bob situation. So yeah, he didn't play in that one. Yeah, no, I'm trying. Let me think. Do you think Marvin Harrison to Reggie Wayne was a step down?
A little bit, not a lot.
A little bit.
A little bit. Reggie Wayne's tough.
Well, I never said he wasn't, but you think they're in the same realm of wide receiver?
They're not that far apart.
Not that far apart.
They're not that far apart. I said what I said.
You disrespectful. It's okay. Let me keep going with this. Do you think Jimmy Graham to Taysom Hill is a drop off?
That's.
Maybe you cats that had to overcome. You ever answer my question, bro?
That's crazy.
Let me keep going through the Rolodex.
All right, yeah, no.
You sure?
That's for sure a drop off. However, Hill can do multiple things, so we appreciate that he's a swift.
Swift? He's fast?
A switch.
He's fast?
Bruh, that's crazy. You pulled. Oh, man, that's crazy.
I'm just naming you other guys that had the opportunity of playing hard, too.
That's wild.
Playing tougher than they've experienced previous years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's all I was naming. But I feel like in regards to Patrick Mahomes' situation, at least they were trying to get good guys.
Who?
People, hey, Marquise, I'm saying his whole name. Valdez Scantling.
Uh-huh.
He did get drafted into the league.
Yeah.
Versus
a lot of guys get drafted.
Versus some of
rounds.
Some of the people that Tom Brady had.
There's 7 rounds. A lot of
some
guys.
of the people that Tom Brady had, they was like off of practice teams, undrafted. Waiting for a turn for 4 years. They be the people that Tom Brady be having on this team. They be having like 5-year stories of how they got to the league. You know I'm not lying.
No, for sure. Like he's had some just guys for sure.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna argue that, but
he's had some Jags.
But I mean, like Julian Edelman was literally a quarterback.
A Jag.
He's a quarterback that turned into a wide receiver.
He was a Jag.
Julian Edelman's gonna go to the Hall. Not the first time, probably not the second time. But
you think he's gonna go to the Hall of Fame?
The third time he's going.
I bet he doesn't even have 10,000 receiving yards.
Julian Edelman?
I'm willing to bet he doesn't have 10,000 receiving yards. Talk about the Hall of Fame.
Let me see.
If he goes to the Hall of Fame, Ocho Cinco should be right there in front of him.
I don't understand that.
Yeah. Listen, just let him take his shirt off and be on these podcasts, man. Don't mess
Julian,
it up for him.
he doesn't have the 10,000. However,
he don't even have. I bet he don't even have 2,000 receptions.
I don't care about the receptions part.
What?
I've never been big on receptions.
You got to catch the ball.
No, for sure.
You got to catch it.
But like we look at the game Randy Moss had, where Randy Moss had like 3 catches for $190 something.
Yeah.
But I'll take that over.
But he's not
over
Randy
10
Moss.
Catches for. No, I'm just saying. That's why I'm not huge on receptions.
No,
like,
you would have to be huge on receptions because he's a slot receiver. He's not an X. He's not a Z. He's a slot guy. So you have to be big on his receptions. He's the guy who's gonna get you like
my boy
10 for 40, 10 catches, 40 yards.
My boy could catch well enough
to go be in the NFL.
To be the MVP of a Super Bowl.
All right.
That's what I know.
All I'm gonna say is this. I'm gonna leave it alone because I see what you're doing. All I'm gonna say is this. I feel like, in regards of me saying Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT, he would have to accomplish what
Tom did.
No. Well, I I won't say accolade wise. I would just say on the field wise, because accolade wise, once you get to three plus, I'm talking about like the passing, the touchdowns, those kind of things, the playoff appearances, stuff like that. Like
he's never missed the playoffs. So
I get that.
But go ahead.
But I'm just saying, like, he has to do, like, for instance, I think Drew Brees is like 110 or something like that, or 105, 100,000 yards. Like, we got to see those type of numbers and be like, God, we got to be like astonished by like your career stats.
Man, listen, I'll take Patrick Mahomes over Drew Brees.
I understand I understand the winning aspect is the
That's
winning
the
aspect.
only thing that really matters.
Yeah, but
like, and then he has the regular season stats to back it up. The reason why Drew Brees played a long time, Aaron Rodgers has played a long time.
And I will say this,
but
let's have a nice little debate about this.
All right, go ahead.
Say what you're about to say though.
Okay, so these guys have had a long career, so they have the longevity stats to go along with their long career because they were good. Patrick Mahomes will have that as well, as long as he doesn't have some crazy injury or something like that. God forbid, keep him safe. All
For
that.
sure.
But just off of the reason you play and the accomplishments that he does have, Patrick Mahomes has already gone past those guys, and the only guy in front of him, to me, is going to be Tom Brady, and he's hawking him down.
I would say this before I ask my question to see if you agree. I say this: the people respectfully that came before Pat, I would say maybe 30, 40 plus years before he started playing the game,
right.
or was even alive.
Right.
Those guys did not play in a pass first league. Those guys played in a run first league.
Yes.
So if they also had the ability to play in this type of league, their numbers would probably be staggeringly higher than they are now.
Yes.
And I would also say the same thing for the people that played in both a run era and a pass era. Their numbers would, I don't think the highest number would be 100,000 passing yards. I think it'd probably be 150. You know what I'm saying? Just from that standpoint.
My only thing with that is that's only the case for certain guys.
No, for sure. We not but we only talk about special guys right now.
So like when I'm talking about Peyton Manning controlled his offense and he threw it as much as he wanted. Drew Brees, pretty much the same thing, threw it as much as he wanted. Phillip Rivers threw it as much as he wanted. Brett Favre threw it as much as he wanted.
I can't say
John Elway threw it as much as he wanted.
I can't say, because Peyton Manning has had great to elite running backs in his time of being in the playing for the Colts. And no, I can't think of who do he have over there in the Broncos in Denver. I can't think of
who was the running back in Denver.
That was
2014 when they won.
I can't think. But
I don't remember.
We could just say.
I just remember they had wide receivers everywhere, and he was throwing that rock
for sure. But I could just say, like, in his era, he had great to elite talent when it came to running. Not so much Drew Brees, which is why he was the heart and soul of that offense. But he always had, never mind. That didn't mean anything.
Peyton Manning was also controlling he was literally running the offense. Like,
no, I'm not saying that. Like, I'm just saying that you're not going to say no to the guy behind you, the running back.
Yeah, I'm not arguing.
Yeah, you're not going to say no to that guy. Yeah, so we're not. Peyton Manning had more of a thing to deal with in regards to Eldridge James than whoever was behind Sean Payton.
That's good.
Drew Brees. I want to say Sean Payton.
But I mean, Drew Brees had nice running backs too, though. He had Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, but that was towards the tail end of his career.
He had Mark Ingram, but he had him with good time though.
Mark Ingram was a good running back. A nice journeyman running back, but he wasn't an elite running back.
No, he was an elite, but he was nice.
He was good.
And then also, like, you want him on your team. And then also Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara was tough.
No, for sure, but he came towards the end of his career. I think they only played together maybe 2 years.
No, it was for sure longer than that because they almost that game.
He retired in 20. When did Alvin Kamara get drafted?
Let me see.
He retired after Tampa Bay. For what year was it when
they knocked him?
When
Tampa?
Tom Brady was playing for Tampa? That was 2020, right?
Yes.
So when did Alvin Kamara get drafted? This is 24.
He was
2-3 years.
Yeah.
He ain't played with him long.
Kamara was tough though while he was there though.
I'm not.
Because they had the Kamara Mark Ingram punch or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not knocking that.
But like even beyond that though, like Drew Brees was able to throw. Like that's why he was able to put up such big numbers.
Yeah,
because they didn't have like a running back for real to be like,
agreed.
Go off. So that's what I'm saying. Like when you said the 30 years back and stuff like that. If we're just looking at the quarterbacks in this throwing era from about Brett Favre to now, like
that's a lot though. That's 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah, but when we look at the guys, those guys were allowed to throw. Brett was allowed to throw.
Certain guys was allowed to do whatever they wanted.
If your coach looked at you and said
certain guys
that good,
and a lot of guys that was allowed to throw,
Donovan McNabb was allowed to throw.
Didn't have A1 running backs. It's certain people that just doesn't like what I'm saying.
Certain outliers
doesn't evolve with because there were some running backs that can catch in the backfield.
Right.
But certain people that had
like Brian Westbrook.
Yeah, certain people that had the green light to be a gunslinger and stuff like that, typically they didn't have a good running back. And if they did have a good running back, then typically they can catch in the backfield.
Right.
Or even catch, period. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's certain ways to kind of like quantify who could be a gunslinger in the 90s or who could be a gunslinger in the early 2000s. It's certain outliners that could be one, and then everyone else just have to play that short distance role, play that Tom Brady. I mean, not Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, no huddle offense.
Yeah. So, but regardless, and for me, in conclusion, Pat Mahomes, man.
I'm gonna say this.
For me, the only person who's in front of him is Tom Brady. But you had a question.
Yeah,
too.
I do want to ask you. Do you feel like the talent pool of the last 8 to 10 years is better than the last 20 years of football? From a quarterback standpoint?
Oh, from a quarterback standpoint, is the talent better? You said 8 to 10 years?
Mm-hmm. We could just do 10. And then from the previous 20.
I'll say it's about.
Or should we say previous 10?
Well, we could do 10 and 10. I think it's about the same.
You think so?
I think it's about the same. Yes, only because, I mean, we've seen rule changes and position changes as well. The rule changes have allowed for some of the guys of this era to inflate what they're doing, like not being able to rock somebody coming across the middle the same way that you were able to do even Tom Brady has gone on his saying that you haven't been able to.
It benefits the offense a lot.
Yeah,
no, I definitely understand.
So as far as the talent, like I feel like if you tell Brett Favre now, these guys aren't gonna be able to hit you the way that they used to hit you.
You feel like there's a Brett Favre right now?
As far as
from his talent perspective?
If we're just talking
somebody that can hold a flame to a Brett Favre?
If we're just talking just talent, the talented guys right now would be Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, super talent, is for sure talented.
You people to drop off though?
CJ Stroud, super talented when it comes to throwing.
You people to drop off though?
From Brett Favre?
From where you're saying? I feel like if I was to say Tom Brady, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers,
but Brett Favre and Aaron
Rodgers
Rodgers aren't really together.
Drew Brees. If I just throw those 5 names out, right? We're not looking at their career from a totality standpoint. We're just looking at them to say, can you name five complete guys that were better than those 5 guys that's playing now in this decade?
That's like a difference.
And I didn't even mention Michael Vick.
But okay, so if we're just talking that, yes, because as great as Michael Vick was, Lamar Jackson is super comparable to him.
He's super comparable
as far as
to
what
him
he can do
from a standpoint of like
the running and throwing.
Yeah, but he's not as accurate as Michael Vick, and he doesn't, and he can't. He hasn't shown the ability to utilize the deep ball to the degree of a Michael Vick.
No, yeah, now deep ball. Michael Vick was special when it came to that.
Yeah,
he could put it on. He could put it on the rope that far away. So I'm not gonna argue
And
that.
Lamar is bigger and stronger than him.
Yeah, and Lamar's faster than him as well. So Lamar, Mike
was
Vick,
running a 4.2 in college.
Lamar, Mike Vick, they're right there with each other.
Unless you can show me a 4.2 of Lamar, I don't know.
I'm sure. And then Patrick Mahomes, I think he's more talented than all those guys.
But we just compare him to his era. I'm not comparing him to both eras. I'm just saying.
Okay,
I can put 5 games. You about to say Josh Hurt?
Allen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You thought I was gonna say Jalen Hurts?
No,
but
just throw Jalen Hurts in the mix if you want.
Just 5 guys who just
throw 5 guys right now and compare them to the 5 I just named. You want me to
give me your 5 again.
Tom Brady, Drew Brees. Oh dang! Aaron Rodgers, Phillip Rivers, and who was my last guy?
You said Brett Favre, but he can't be in that era. He's so much older than those guys. Like he was on the way out as they were coming in.
Cap. He didn't get out of here till like 9-10.
He was on the way out as they were coming.
No,
in.
These are early 2000 guys.
Aaron Rodgers sat behind.
These are early 2000 guys.
Mid. They're closer to.
These are early 2000 guys.
Eli, Phillip Rivers, and I think Drew came in together. No, Eli, Phillip Rivers, and somebody came in together because it was 3 of them.
Yeah, and Phillip Rivers just retired 3 years ago. Yeah,
I mean quarterbacks are able to last longer now.
Yeah, but he came in 2003, 2004.
When do you think Brett Favre came in the league?
96. 96. 96.
91.
Pardon me.
I was gonna say because they won the Super Bowl, pretty early there.
So. Yeah, 91.
All right, so
we can take him out.
So
yeah, I'll throw another guy in there.
Mike Vick, because he's in that group.
Yeah, because he changed the game, but I really want to just make.
Or Donovan McNabb.
Donovan McNabb was cold, but
he saw a Super Bowl. He saw a lot of conference.
No, I go with Pittsburgh. Ben.
Ben Roethlisberger. He was in that draft with them. That's what it was. Ben Roethlisberger, Eli.
That's my 5.
That's what it was. Okay, so just comparing them to today, and the guys today are still playing, so it's still yet to be seen. But if we go just off of today, I'll give.
Just match the 5 for the 5, and when you done with the 5 that's playing now, you just
Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen.
Okay.
I'll
everything else is
Joe Burrow.
Major drop off. Look what you have to do.
Joe Burrow,
a 3rd-year guy that accidentally went to the Super Bowl his first year.
C.J. Stroud.
A 2nd-year guy.
I'm just giving you talented guys.
No,
all these guys.
Give me the best crop of the quarterbacks right now.
The best 5 quarterbacks.
The best 5.
Okay, best 5 today.
Yeah.
Okay, best 5 today. Okay. I feel like, here's what I'll say though. I just like that. The caveat is Patrick Mahomes does have 3 of these Super Bowls. Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady were out here being very selfish with these Super Bowls. And then you threw in like a Matt Stafford.
Oh, I love proving a point.
But no. If we just go on best 5 right now, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, give me C.J. Stroud, and number 5, I'll say I'm gonna leave Aaron Rodgers out because he was on your list. Also, he hasn't played in a minute, so I'm gonna leave him out. And I will say I don't want to say that. Jalen Hurts. I refuse to say Tua because he has two of the best wide receivers in the league.
Look, man, that's neither here nor there. All I'm trying to say is you notice that there is a significant drop off every time you said a name. Once you got past Josh Allen, and even there's a gap in between Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes.
But I feel like Patrick Mahomes is better than everybody on your list. Like I feel like he's
not better than Tom. But
except for Tom.
But what
Tom's the only.
Well, I'm not going guy for guy. I'm just going talent pool for talent pool.
But I don't feel like the talent pool is vastly different. Like I feel like these guys could play on all the teams that they played on. Who couldn't?
It's not about who couldn't. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the talent pool is better than that talent pool. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying who can play or who can't play. I feel like if you can make it to the NFL
right.
or whatever the case may be, I would say up to anybody. I would say nobody right now. No player that was drafted post 2020 could play in the 2000s NFL. That's unheard of for them to even see or to even be a part of. Like, boom, we're going straight for your leg, broken fibula, out for the rest of the season, like because somebody hit you.
Man, in a league where Chad Penny, Doug Flutie, you have your elite guys, and then you have guys who are in the Trent Dilfer.
Chad Penny would love this era. Oh, he would love this era. He would probably be everything everybody thought he was going to be when he got drafted by Miami. If he was here.
Trent Dilfer, there are guys, but Trent Dilfer, he was just a guy.
Yes.
He was just on the team.
Chad Pennington was. He was more than just a guy, but he was a guy too. But if he was a guy in 2024...
No. I'm not going to let you get away with that. There are for sure quarterbacks in this era that could have played in the last era.
Not in the early 2000s.
Yes, in the early 2000s.
When Sean Taylor was alive, God rest his soul.
With Sean Taylor, Brian Urlacher.
No.
Insert with Ray Lewis. No. Insert whatever.
Not prime Ray Lewis.
Julius.
Not prime Ray Lewis.
Julius Peppers. Insert DeMarcus Ware.
That era, you had to be beyond special to be 160 pounds playing in the NFL.
No.
You had to. Yes, you did. Name a guy that was 160 playing in 2000.
160. I can't. Let me see.
There's a plethora of guys right now. 175.
Let me see. What was what's his name from Dallas? Who's the quarterback? Tony Romo. That's what it was. What did Tony Romo weigh?
Tony Romo was the 200s for sure.
You think he had two bills on it?
He was 200. He was 200. No, see, I'm talking about skill players. I'm not talking about quarterbacks. I'm talking about skill players. I'm talking about like a wide receiver. There's no wide receiver 160 playing in the NFL in 2000. In 2000.
Randy Moss had to have been like 170. You're not gonna convince me.
You're forcing. You're dragging.
Randy Moss?
Randy Moss was probably like 190, 200, but he was built though. He was probably like one.
Like when you say built,
I'm talking. No. Look at you. You do it too much. I'm like 160, 164, 6'4", 180, 190. I think you're like 200. Oh my God! Stop looking this stuff up, please. He's always looking up something to prove me wrong. I'm telling you. You can't name me one receiver. Yeah. Let's just go with wide receivers that played in 2000. From 2000 to 2008. Name me one wide receiver that you feel like he was 160. Devin Hester wasn't even 160.
Oh, Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson was the only one. He was the prototype. He was a prototype. Percy Harvin. Percy Harvin wasn't even 160.
He said name one wide receiver.
Yes, and I wanted you to name him that.
Wide receiver.
I wanted you to name the prototype. Because if it wasn't for him, Tank Dell wouldn't be in the NFL right now.
And you said Percy Harvin was what?
He was probably like 180, 190.
He probably was.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's all I'm saying. All I was saying to that was to say just from a standpoint of me bringing up the receivers is like, who are you throwing the ball to when they get in their head cracked? That's why I said they could. Some of these guys couldn't play in that era. But to bring it all back full circle, I'll just say the talent pool of yesteryear is just a little bit more better to me. So when you compare him to his field is not really fielding.
Yeah, but I think they would also train different. Like, because I don't have to worry about you, trying to spear me with your head or whatever. I could legit be like, okay, instead of balking up, I'll just keep working on speed and stuff because I'm not worried about you coming out here, boom, leading head first, trying to do that. So it's like, let me add some extra, let me do some extra bicep, preacher curls and stuff like that.
Listen.
No, we good. We do a long game. Listen, y'all put it in the chat. Let me know what y'all think. First of all, it's a 2-point question in the chat. Can today's guys play in the early 2000s?
And do you feel like the talent pool matters in regards of what Patrick Mahomes' talent pool is from his position? And we're just going to say Tom Brady and his talent pool. We're just going to do it like that.
For sure. And question for you. Whatever your answer is, I'm going to just leave it at that so we can move on.
Sure.
Yeah. You feel like the defenders are worse today?
I think depends on the position. I would say depend on the position.
Depends on the position.
I would say the D line.
Aaron Donald.
He's not playing anymore.
He just left. Don't do that.
He's not playing anymore.
Okay.
But I'm
Miles
just
Garrett.
okay.
TJ Watt.
We can do this. Let's have fun. I feel like the defenders,
because that's who he's going
the
against.
defenders of yesteryear had the ability to be more aggressive.
Yes.
So from that perspective, because of the aggression, they're better. But this generation is a lot more technical, a lot more savvy in how they get to the quarterback. So I would say this era I would say slightly from a skill set, yes, because it's not more just of thinking the game, it's more of knowing the game. I mean, let me change what I said. It's not about not thinking the game anymore, like see ball, get ball, as hard as you can.
Right.
It's more of how can I get to the ball as fast as I can. You know what I'm saying? So from that perspective, it's a little different. It's more of a preference thing.
Okay, I want y'all to keep that in mind when you answer the question. All right, so real quick, we're gonna talk about some things that it's a little early to talk about.
Okay.
However, we're gonna rock with it. MVP. Who's your favorite to win MVP this year?
I don't have a favorite, but outside of CJ Stroud, but I don't have. But that's just me being a homer. But I think that they might try to do something for Aaron Rodgers. If he does what Joe Flacco did ×2 last year, I think they'll try to give it to him. Another person I could see getting an MVP, Patrick Mahomes is not going to do enough to win it, so that's why I'm not throwing his name out there. Another person I could see maybe getting it.
Yeah.
This is like a throwaway name.
Okay.
But Jordan Love.
He did show up last year.
Mm-hmm. If he could be a repeat offender,
okay,
maybe. And then Dak, because it's a regular season award.
Yeah. Literally. All right. Okay. So if I had to do it in order, I think I'll go Jalen Hurts 1.
Okay.
Because I feel like he has something to prove. I'll go Patrick Mahomes 2 because he's going to be in the mix because he's Patrick Mahomes. And if I had to do a third person, I would say a third person, Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray? After coming back from an injury? You like the story.
So here's...
You like the story.
I think that will play a part in it.
Yeah.
But also, if you watch the Arizona Cardinal games last year, towards the end of the year, though. At the beginning, yes, they were horrible. When he was hurting out, they were trash.
Yeah.
But then when he came back, they were in games that they weren't supposed to be in.
Yeah, but they
were winning games that you were like, why is this happening? Like when they played the Eagles, it was like, why is this happening right now?
Yeah, that's true.
And they were making a lot of teams that needed to win to get in sweat. And I think that being healthy and coming back for this year and having that whole summer, man, I can see it.
That's to be seen. I would say another name that I throw in the mix. This is probably like my 6th name, but Josh Allen. if Josh Allen can
I don't think he'll be able to pull it together.
If Josh Allen can do what Tom Brady did with rookie Julian Edelman and what was that?
Who was that? Logan.
Brian Logan.
Yeah, Logan something or something.
Yeah, the
Logan.
bald head guy.
Yeah.
Well, if he could do what he did in that year, what was that? 2008, 2009?
Yeah.
No. 2000. Whatever year that
That was like.
With the next time after
18.
the next time after they the next Super Bowl after they lose to the second time to the Giants.
Oh, okay.
Whenever year that was, that's what I'm talking about. When you had literally nobody, just had a really great defense, but literally nobody to score.
Defense and figure it out on offense.
Yeah. If you could get something going like that and make it into the Super Bowl is very lofty, but let's just say the playoffs or just having stupid numbers like you're going to the Super Bowl, he can win MVP.
Okay.
Because Cam Newton won MVP with Ted Ginn Senior.
Junior.
No, Senior. You sure about that?
Dang, you make me dumb. Yeah. I want to say yes.
I want to say, look, we know it was Ted Ginn. Let's do that. We know it was Ted Ginn. I thought it was Senior, but if it's Junior, it's Junior. I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to fight you on that.
Tripping.
Yeah.
All right. I was going to say.
I'm really 1-for-8 right now. But Ted Jr. He won with him being his starting wide receiver.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, anything can happen.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're gonna look at the divisions real quick. Mm-hmm. I want you to pick who you got coming out of each division, and then we'll cook that way.
Let's do it.
All right, so let's start with the. Let's see. We'll start with the NFC, and we'll start with everybody's favorite, the NFC East.
I think I have the Eagles winning that one.
I agree.
Yeah, I got the Eagles doing that.
Okay. So we got the Eagles coming out the East. Hold on, I need to make a note. Give me 1 second.
Not you trying to hold me to the fire.
Oh, yeah, bruh. And Mook, put yours in the comment now. When you see this, put yours in the comment section.
Man, we got it on wax, so you ain't got to do the multitasking. That's the beauty of wax. Yeah.
So
the people that stuck in their ways in regards to how they retain knowledge, that's one of them guys, man.
Alright, so
at least you're not pen and paper in it right now.
Listen, I'll be wild. Alright, so in the West, who you got?
And the AFC West?
NFC West.
Oh, NFC West? Ooh.
Rams, Cardinals, Seahawks, 49ers.
I know who's in there. Yeah. I want to say the 49ers, but a part of me also just wants to say the Rams too. So that's why I said, ooh.
Well, pick one.
I don't like you holding me to this because I don't care who wins out of this. But
who you got?
49ers.
Safe. Okay.
I say the Rams. What you mean?
Is that what you're saying?
I like the 49ers. They just got Brandon Ayuk back. The defense is immaculate. The offense is immaculate. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Running, receivers, tight ends. Even though George Kittle is sometimes he is
super sometimes.
Even though I had no choice but to draft you in my fantasy.
That's crazy.
I was really trying to get somebody else, but
Travis Kelce. Just say it. We all know.
Yeah, you drafted him, I think.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. NFC South.
South. Go ahead and list those to me.
Falcons, Saints, Bucks.
Oh, Pants. Yeah. This the trash one.
Yep.
I'll say the Falcons, just because of Kirk.
You said Falcons?
Yeah, just because of Kirk.
Okay.
And then North.
You say who's in the North? We have the Bears, Vikings, Lions, Green Bay, Packers.
Oh yeah, go Pack, go! I'm on my Lil Wayne flow right now. Go Pack, go!
Okay.
That's what I think. I think Jordan Love is head and shoulders best quarterback in that division. I think from a team standpoint, all around better. I think from a defensive standpoint, I think the Bears might be able to contend a smidget. But just overall package wise, I like the Packers.
Okay, good deal. All right, AFC. We're gonna go AFC West. We have the Broncos, Chargers, Raiders, Chiefs.
Oh, this the easiest one. Let's go Kansas City. It used to be one of the trashiest ones too. It used to be like the AFC South. Now look at them in their glory.
Amen. All right, and then we have the AFC North. We have the Ravens, the Steelers, the Bengals, and the Browns.
Do that again. Who do you think is gonna win in that division?
I'll stop. All right, who you got? Oh no, I'm gonna go. Believe me.
You bleeding brown and orange.
It's not my turn. It's not my turn. What you got, bro?
Let me go ahead and get say it one more time.
Ravens. Still
Ravens.
Big R.
Ravens. I'm just messing with you.
Man, I'll tell you what, it be your own people.
Oh man. So what we at? We just did North. Are we gonna do South?
Yeah.
South, Texans.
Yeah, I already knew.
Need I say more?
What more can I say?
Should I go East?
And then East is last.
What about West? I didn't do West.
You did West. You picked the Chiefs.
Oh yeah, that was the first
All
one.
right, so Bills, Patriots, Jets, Dolphins. Who you got?
That's a dolphin. That's my imitation of a dolphin. Sorry. My bad. I'm tired. I'm tired, boss. But I got the Dolphins. I got the Dolphins.
All right, E. So yours is it's locked in, like you said, it's on wax, and I got notes. So we good. All right. So now for what's actually gonna happen. I'll start with the NFC. I got the Eagles winning that one. That's pretty easy. You mad?
Nah, I'm just seeing you trying to be like me.
Chill out.
That's cool. You could have said Dallas.
Nah.
What you mean?
So Eagles, and then out of the NFC West, I'm calling for the Rams to get that one done. Shout out my boy Cal. That's his squad. So I got the Rams. You good, bro?
Oh, sorry. I did a little stretch. Sorry, gang. It's been a long day, but we here.
All right.
No more of that.
NFC South, I'm going with the Falcons. I think they'll get it together. I like their team.
I'm telling you, boy, you like my style. I feel you.
I hope your chair falls. NFC North, I'm going to go ahead and go Lions. Shout out to the Lions. They made the playoffs.
Oh, you like them?
They should have went to the Super Bowl, man.
You like them?
Miss it. Yeah, man.
Okay.
The Lions are tough. I like their attitude, everything else.
What did I say in that division?
You went with the Packers.
Yeah, I do like the Packers over the Lions.
Yeah. All right. That's good. You should.
Yeah.
All right, and then AFC West. That's easy.
Didn't somebody off that defense retire in the offseason?
Oh, for the Lions?
Yeah. It was a guy. It was the old line. They lost a piece of their old line.
That's what it was.
They lost them off their defense, and they lost an old lineman.
AFC East. I'm going Dolphins. I think the Dolphins will do enough in the East, and I think the Jets will be number 2 behind them. I think the Bills miss the playoffs.
I don't know about that.
I think the Bills miss the playoffs.
Bills?
I think they're going to miss the playoffs this year. AFC South, Texans. And now the one that everyone's been waiting for.
Only you. We already know who's going to win.
AFC North.
Go ahead.
I thought about it, everything like that.
He's finna lie to y'all, boy. He's finna lie. Oh, Lord.
You said it's on wax? The Rock is in the building.
This man just lied.
You said
I'm not gonna lie. Dallas Cowboy fans are delusional, but these Cleveland Brown fans are just as... I see why. Did y'all get a new stadium yet?
Browns, they're working on it now.
They are?
Yeah.
For real?
Browns. Boom, yeah, they're gonna be playing in a dome.
For real?
I'm so serious.
Oh, okay. I'm like, no wonder why y'all haven't got a new stadium yet. It's been about 60 years. They can just sell y'all anything.
No, because...
When did I say I got a new stadium?
What was that? When we got the team back?
When y'all got the team, when was that?
99?
So what, it's been almost 30 years?
Who else is... Not a lot of teams get them in that time span. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, if you get it in 99, when were we supposed to get a new one?
Let me see.
Who got a stadium in 99 and then got another one?
No.
Who got a stadium in 99 and then got another one?
I don't know that answer.
Okay, well, that's what the equivalent would be.
What I was saying was they selling y'all wolf tickets. So why not consider each other? Well, they gonna sell y'all more wolf tickets in a bigger stadium. That's all they gonna do. He's gonna sell y'all bigger wolf tickets.
I'll be cheering for us.
I'll
be trip going up the stairs.
The only difference between
I hope you eat
Cleveland Brown
fans
and
really
Dallas
good
Cowboy fans is that when the when the playoffs end, they're like, oh my gosh, we were that sorry. Y'all like, next year we got them.
So what I'm getting from him is like he doesn't cheer for his team and believe in them.
I do.
You don't? That's your business. That's not my business.
I do.
You cheer and believe in your team how you want to, big dog.
I could have came on here.
However, as for me and my house, we got this.
I could have came in here and been facetious and was like, yeah, CJ Stroud gonna win MVP. CJ Stroud gonna be a Super Bowl champion.
I didn't say Deshaun
MVP.
Watson was winning MVP.
I
didn't say that.
I don't think you think that he gonna really do much this year.
No, he gonna go off. And the Browns are going to win. The Browns are going to win the Super Bowl. At the end of the year, Roger Goodell's going to stand up there, and people are going to say, "I can't believe it." Brown's going to be there. Curry's going to be there.
Let's make a wager.
CJ McCullough's going to be there.
Let's make a wager then.
What are we putting on? Chick-fil-A?
Nah, you like them too much, so we're not going to do that. This is what we'll say. This is what we'll say. If the Browns win a Super Bowl, I will wear Browns apparel for 4 tapings after the Super Bowl is over. So for the next month, since we do it once a week, you know what I'm saying? For the next month after the Super Bowl, I'll wear nothing but Browns apparel.
Okay.
And you like Texas apparel, I already know that. You know you like you some red, white, and blue.
You've never seen me with a Texans anything on ever.
Yeah, but we're gonna see it when y'all don't go to the Super Bowl.
So you mean to tell me what your betting is? I get the Browns and you get the field.
For sure.
That's what you're saying.
For sure. Why are you upset about this? You said that you're gonna win.
No, we are, but what I want.
Wait. No, we are, but
we are. Okay, we are. However, whatever comma and statement you want. However, I want you to have something. If the Texans don't win,
I already told you what I'm gonna do.
Then what?
I'm gonna wear Browns apparel. I don't like this orange and brown together concoction. But I'm gonna do it to own up to the bed.
So you like red and blue together?
With the baby blue, you ain't seen the new Texas jersey?
Cause I saw Oilers players saying they need their own identity.
That's okay. Y'all don't do that to Baltimore.
What do you mean? They wear purple.
You know what? I think I might get you a Baltimore jersey. To remind you of the old times.
And this has been another episode of Nothin Nice. If you don't see E anymore, ever, even on the street, mind your business. You know what?
If y'all don't know, you want to tell them the history, or should I do it?
Man, they seen the Netflix special. We ain't got to talk about it. Anyway, in conclusion,
you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. If I win, which means you don't make it to the Super Bowl, I'll wear Browns apparel. But if you lose, which means y'all don't make it to the Super Bowl, yes. If I'm so excited. If I win, you have to wear a throwback Ravens jersey, but I picked the player that you wear. I picked the player.
Again, you want the
I
field.
picked the player.
Like you,
it doesn't matter. You're confident they're going to win the Super Bowl.
Here's the thing: you want the field, and God forbid somebody we need gets hurt.
Nah, you said y'all gonna make it to the Super Bowl.
All right,
you said it last year too.
The caveat that we would have if everybody was healthy. All right, so the caveat because we would have had Nick Chubb and Nick Chubb left game 3.
You wouldn't have won.
You sleep. So in conclusion, all right. So here's what I will say. If the Browns are healthy,
I'm gonna look up. No, see, you're adding caveats.
Because let's say important people get hurt.
Look,
now we on our 4th string quarterback again, and you gonna be like,
y'all got Joe Flacco still.
No, we don't.
Oh, so you don't.
Look at you.
Listen,
this guy.
You're not confident in your team. That's all I want to expose.
No, I'm just adding the injury element.
I'm going to add a Baltimore Ravens jersey.
I'm adding
of my choice of name.
I'm adding
That's
the
all I would say.
No, because if
why you saying no?
Because if important people get hurt,
you don't want to wear a Baltimore jersey that bad that you can't take this bet.
Listen, I don't.
Nobody even said you had to pay for the jersey.
I'm not Baltimore.
Yeah.
No.
I might even put a number 4 on that for you.
Nah.
Just so I can hear you say 4.
I'll be tripping on tooth on the ice cream cone. Nah. Well, look, we gonna work on the bet. We'll whatever the bet.
No.
We'll put it.
It's either they see it and know that it's a bet, or it's not happening. We're not working out the details nowhere else.
We'll work out the details.
We ain't working them out.
No, we'll figure it out next week. We'll figure it out next week.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
All that sounds like is that you just need more time to finagle the bagel. And I'm good.
Because you want the field and you don't want to give me an injury clause.
No, I'm not giving you an injury clause. Well, then why are you talking so confident about your team?
Because I'm assuming and I'm praying that we're going to be healthy. So if we are,
so all of these assumptions are not facts? It's just thoughts and feelings. It's just thoughts and feelings.
No.
Let's move on. What's the next topic? It's okay, bro. I'm not gonna make you put a. I'm gonna see if they had like a Jim Brown jersey.
a Jim Brown's Ravens jersey?
I was gonna get his number and put Brown on the back. And make you win. Oh man, let me stop, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
I'll tell you what, it be your own people.
I'm sorry, bro.
Y'all haven't been lifting me up in prayer because obviously
I prayed for you today.
What he's came in here and the energy that he's brought in, it's not conducive to an element of being able to work together in harmony. He is showing his right now.
I prayed for you, man. I prayed for you. It was like.
What was it?
It was. I do like a little early morning prayer situation, before I get my day started. Why do you think I can joke and laugh with you?
Because that's who you are.
Because I prayed for you already, bro.
Oh, okay, cool.
You had a good day?
I don't want to talk about it.
What?
Some people, I tell you what. Anyway, so real quick, one thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna see who has their stuff together the best, who can pick the winning teams the best, who's the best. Josh, JB, you already know it. So anyway,
let's do it, man.
All right, real quick. All right, we're just gonna go through the games real quick. We're gonna pick our winners, and then I'm gonna make a note of it at the end of the season. We'll tally it up between me, E, and Mook. And then whoever has the lowest has to get the other 2 lunch.
Let's see. This is going to be a walk in the park. I'm good. This is a walk in the park. I'm up. I'm sorry.
He's getting out.
I'm sorry.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, we're gonna pick teams. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna see who's the best, who knows football the best, which is me, between me, E, and Mook. We're gonna pick our teams week to week, and then whoever has the best at the end of the year, whoever has the worst, my bad, they have to get the other 2 lunch. It'll probably be Chick-fil-A because that's what I like. Whoever has the best record gets to pick what we eat it. So it's probably gonna be Chick-fil-A.
Probably won't be.
I'm pretty sure it will. All right, so real quick, going through these games. We have KC and Baltimore. Who you got?
I got Kansas City.
I was gonna say study long, study wrong.
I got Kansas City.
All right,
Who you got?
I have KC. All right, so
I just feel like I don't know if enough has changed in
Baltimore.
I think maybe like in the next year or two, if Kansas City doesn't overwhelmingly gets better, that they'll start putting belt to buttocks. But this ain't the year.
Oh, you mean Baltimore?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. All right, Philly, Green Bay.
Ooh, that's a good game. Isn't that game in Brazil?
Tomorrow. Yeah.
That game is in Brazil. You know that it's a lot of issues going on about that game.
Oh yeah, I heard.
In regards to like the gang culture, they have a thing or two to say about people wearing green, which is on the actual Brazilian flag, which is wild.
I mean, it's the same like with LA. You can't wear certain hats, so kind of potato. All right, but who you got? Philly, Green Bay.
That was actually a good point. Let's go Philly for the win.
Philly? Yeah, I'm going Philly too. All right, cool. All right, and then we have Atlanta, Pittsburgh.
I'm going Pittsburgh. They know how to win regardless. I ain't gonna say Kirk Cousins gonna come out the woodworks just doing Kirk things. He just came off of an Achilles injury. I don't expect hyper greatness from him. He still gotta be able to dig his feet in that ground and throw cannons. I can't expect him to do that just off the rip.
I'm going to Atlanta. They'll figure it out.
You on that train too?
What?
Man, they saying like because of Kirk Cousins.
Oh no, not because of Kirk Cousins.
The whole entire team is gonna be up.
Yeah, they have good pieces around them. So.
No, they got good pieces, but them good pieces was looking like garbage last season and the season before that. They saying minus Bijan, that team was, and that line is even worse. So the fact that he did that with that weak offensive line, that's saying something to me.
All right, Arizona, Buffalo.
Buffalo Soldier.
I'm going Arizona.
I got Buffalo.
All right, bet. And then let's see, Tennessee, Chicago.
It's like that's like the worst game of the week, huh?
Okay, all right. Here's what I'm gonna do, because I'm not gonna go through all these. That's all everybody's playing this week. That's crazy. Here's what we're gonna do. They're gonna send me the list of the teams. I'm gonna make a ledger of it. I'll put it in the chat myself. That way you'll see who we all picked. And same thing applies. End of the year.
You gonna hold yourself to the type of homework?
Yeah, I got it. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
I can knock it out quickly.
How many more teams play? I know everybody plays, so what
went through 4, so there's 12 more teams.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 12 more games.
We good, gang.
Exactly. So, in conclusion,
you could just did the best games of the week.
Okay, you want to do a pick 5? You want to do 5?
All right.
5 best games of the week?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, cool. We can rock with that.
Let's do that.
Okay, so, all right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're gonna put the 5 best games of the week in the chat, and then we'll see how. And then whoever has at the end of the season, whoever has the most wins, they pick where whoever has the least amount of wins will take the other 2 guys out to eat.
Let's do that.
So that's what we rocking with. All right, bet. Okay, so.
Y'all going to a buffet messing with me.
You know, keep playing. We're gonna be either at Chick-fil-A or Outback. All right, so.
I like me some Outback.
Bruh, listen, that's one of my go-tos. I'm gonna hit that this weekend, low key. So just to figure out what am I gonna want when I win it all.
Man, I already know what I want.
What you getting? Cougar Bear wings?
No, nah, man, it's gonna be the chicken fried steak with the not the house, but the chef's mac and cheese.
I feel you. You gotta get the prime rib. You gotta get the prime rib.
I know,
Outback
I know,
bro.
I know. Bro. But that chicken fried chicken, boy, that thing is a a size of a plate.
That prime rib can be too.
Yeah. You ain't lying.
I'm telling you, it's a difference maker.
You ain't lying. I mean, it is a steakhouse, so you ain't lying.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna start with. We're gonna just go off of the Sunday through Monday game.
Okay, let's do it.
We're gonna do the Thursday, Friday. All right, cool. So 5 best games of the week. Just looking outside. Houston, Indy. I already know who you're going with.
Man, H-time, baby. H-time. Texans.
Right.
Even though I've been doing my research on that on that coach defense, boy, they not to be played with.
Listen, CJ Stroud's been talking this offseason, which I'm not mad at. Talking stuff, bro.
Now he been living his life really, and I think this is what I think that people who don't get this is the thing that some people in the NFL may not like about people like CJ Stroud, like young, flashy, confident guys, because they have a mask on or a helmet on, and they don't get to show their face and talk and stuff like that. They don't get the opportunity like other people. That's going to be like, when I see you, just because you was having fun with Michael Parsons throughout the whole entire summer,
right?
I'm going to crack your skull.
Yeah, we're going to see if we can knock that smile off your face.
For sure. That's what I think it's going to be. That's what I think it's going to be.
I feel you. Dallas, Cleveland. Cleveland off the rip for me. Y'all already know.
Only because Dallas don't have CeeDee Lamb game 1. I'm going with y'all. That's only.
We really don't want
that's
you
the
to go.
Only reason why. That's the only reason. There's no other reason why I would go with y'all. When you lose the wide receiver that led the league. And then passing and reception.
Bro, we actually don't have enough room on our bandwagon this week. You can.
Oh no! I'm not bandwagoning. You don't have to. I'm not even hitching a ride. I don't even have my thumb up. I'm just walking miles behind y'all.
I think that's best.
Yeah, and then once the game is over, I'm just gonna go ahead and come back to the city.
Oh, okay. I'm so excited for you.
No.
Okay. Rams, Detroit. Who you got?
True. That's a tough one, but I'm gonna go with Detroit.
Okay.
That's a tough one, though. That's going to be a good game. That's actually going to be one of the better games of the week.
No, that's going to be a great game, actually. That's a playoff game from last year.
Gunslinger game, too.
So you're going Detroit. I think I will go... I think the Rams will figure this one out. If it was later in the year...
Aaron Donald?
If it was later in the year, I would go Detroit. But because it's week 1, I think I'll go...
This ain't the same Detroit that we grew up...
No, for sure. They're nowhere.
Yeah.
The one we grew up watching
Jamar Gibbs?
Tough. St.
Brown?
Tough, yes. And I think it'll be a close game. I think it'll be a good game. I'm just thinking that just bottom line... Rams will figure it out. They have tough guys too. Williams, Puka, etc. on that squad.
And you believe in Puka?
Yeah.
You think that?
I don't think that was a fluke.
For me, I had Puka in my fantasy, so I know how y'all feel. Well, people that had Puka or people that played against Puka last year in fantasy, I know how y'all feel about Puka's performance, but take it from a guy that had him when he had 21, then he had 30, then he had 6, then he had 25, then he had 8, then he had 8, then he had 12, then he had 40. Like, it's going to be a roller coaster, so we don't know.
Okay, we'll see. And they sell Cooper Kupp there too. Jets, San Francisco, who you got?
Oh,
that's a good game.
I actually took Brandon Ayuk out of my starting lineup because the Jets just have a thing about putting people in handcuffs. So I'm going to go with the Jets.
Okay.
First game of Aaron Rodgers' career.
Right.
Redo.
Take 2.
Take 2. And action.
Literally, take 2. Okay, so right now, the only difference that we have, I have the Rams, you have Detroit, and then to throw a 5th game in there, let's go Arizona, Buffalo.
I guess I'll take Arizona. But my heart's saying 1-7 is gonna get the job done.
Are you gonna go try it, bro?
Nah, I'm gonna go with my head. Pause.
Okay. So let me see. So you say Arizona. I agree. So we have one difference. We're gonna have to see what Mook says, and we're gonna add his in there. and then we'll factor it in. Y'all put in the chat out of the 5 games that we said, who do y'all have, everything like that. Y'all got bragging rights, all that. Anyway, it's been another great week. Nothing nice.
Great week.
Football is back. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit us up on YouTube, IG, TikTok, all that. We cooking out here, working. Yo, we appreciate you. Thanks for checking us out. I know that y'all listen to us on the drive home. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
we out. Go Browns. Super Bowl.
That drive home, even at work.
Yeah,
it's love for real. Appreciate you.
Facts. Nothing nice. Gridiron.
Gang.
Browns Super Bowl.
Doing too much.